for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game. So be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell High School football on WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Matt Schwartz, and on the camera tonight, we've got the big guy back with us. How are you, buddy? He's not going to talk.
He's not plugged in.
He's not plugged in. I don't think I can plug you in. That's a problem. Reese Schwartz also with us this evening, running the camera. We appreciate it. And Matt, Eastbrook comes down to the castle or the courtyard tonight with a lot of firepower.
Yeah, this has been a third year playing these guys, and you know what you're going to get. They run option after option after option. It's like a triple option. They have their senior running back that's been a thorn in our side since he's been a sophomore, and I'm sure he is going to get the ball and get the ball a lot. So if I was Norwell, I would try to run like a boxing one on him and have somebody wherever he goes, you go. But, you know, football's a little bit different.
Yeah, I know they've got most of their skill players from last year back, and, of course, last year was a big win for Eastbrook down there. It's not quite as hot this year as it was opening night last year. I know it was close to 90 last year when we were at Eastbrook.
Yeah, warm night, beautiful night for our opening night of football here in Indiana.
It really is. Nice breeze going on.
Can't beat this. So shouldn't have, conditioning shouldn't be a problem. Everybody should be hydrated and ready to roll.
Well, we'll be set for action here in about 5 minutes, but first we're going to let you enjoy the national anthem played by the Norwell Marching Band. Excellent job, as always, by the Norwell Marching Band. And I can't believe another year of football has started. It seemed like we were just wrapping up baseball at the regional over in Decatur. It seems like it was yesterday.
Yeah, just a blink of an eye. I think I had a conversation with you about 4 years ago when my oldest son was in high school. He said, don't blink because it's just going to fly by. And it just does. When you have all these activities and with athletics and with the music, if the kids are involved, it just flies by. So, really here we go again.
Yeah, and we've got a beautiful evening for football. We've got a pretty stiff breeze blowing straight out of the west. And I don't think we've got the starters list for Norwell, but Matt, from an inside scoop standpoint, what do you expect to see from the Knights this evening?
Well, I really don't have the inside scoop as much as I had it the last couple of years. But there's a lot of experience back, but it's still young. I mean, if you think about it, last year they started a lot of sophomores.
Yeah.
So, that always helps. And up front, they have a lot of those guys that got a lot of playing time last year because of injuries and things. So those sophomores are now juniors. So we'll see what kind of improvement they've made. But I would think that would be a pretty strong up front. You got Ringer coming back for his senior year. He's been playing since he's been a sophomore. So they've got some experience, but they are still young. So we just have to have to kind of see where that falls. And on defense, I think they're pretty young everywhere. I think the all new linebackers. They've changed some. They've changed some defense. I think they've gone to more of like a 3-man or 4-man front with some big guys up front, and they are big.
Okay,
but they are young. So
I know that's one thing they lacked last year was much size at all. Outside of just a couple guys, Colin being one and Curtis being another, and of course he was hurt for quite a bit of the season last year
game.
as well.
Yeah. Like the second play of the year, and he missed about 3 or 4 games then.
Pretty good chunk, but it'll be interesting to see how they do. I don't know if their numbers were up anymore over last year.
I think they are up a tad bit. I think I saw some pictures of like this. Last year we only had 7 or 8 seniors. I think they have close to maybe 10 or 11. I did come to some of the freshman games last year, and the freshmen had some really good athletes. So did the middle school, the 8th grade last year. So it's a process. It's going to take a while, I think, to get back to where they're going to compete at a high level. But I think this year they'll be more competitive with some of the teams that they're going to play.
I see where Joe Taylor is getting the football as a quarterback to start this year. Kind of ended up in that spot last year. Did some good things toward the end of the year.
You just got to give him a shot here. See what I'm sure he'll be nervous tonight, but once the first couple series goes through, he'll settle down and to see how he. Here again, he's a junior,
right?
So
still young.
Get him 3 years of playing back. By the time he's a senior, next year, have a solid quarterback, and you just need the experience. That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a quick break here from a couple of our sponsors and be back with the balance of the pregame show and the kickoff after these words.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kukulhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kukulhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to the courtyard. Greg Van Meter along with Matt Schwartz. Reese Schwartz on the camera, and Eastbrook is on their sideline. The Knights just now running out onto the field for the first time this year. Field looks good. Saw a Twitter or tweet or whatever you call it from Norwell football with pictures of the guys who had painted the field, striped it, and everything. Looks great.
Looks real nice. I can't tell you how I missed that job for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
There was a crew of us dads that painted that, and we didn't miss that Wednesday evening painting crew. But, it looks great. So I know Steve Bohada and Jeff Dehoff, and there's a couple other guys on that that helped paint it, and it looks fantastic.
I know the lights are new as well this year, replaced the old ones.
Brand new lights. We got brand new uniforms. Everything's a little bit different, trying to change things around here a little bit. So they got the tight fit jerseys now with gold numbers, and Just trying to, build some excitement, get rid of some of the old stuff and bring in some new stuff.
Well, and, just looking at the sideline, it does look like it's a little bit bigger than it was last year.
And I'm noticing that some of the guys look bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 years of Coach Coach Gerber in the way program, I mean, is huge. I mean, he knows what he's doing in there. And you'll start seeing guys even get bigger here and getting in football shape.
Yeah, and, before we start this season off, we do want to share everybody at the Voice's love and concern and support for Derek and Lisa Decker with the loss of Mike. Would have been a week ago last Saturday. It's awful tough time for them, and of course Derek's such a big part of the Voice family and will be again as we transition to basketball season later on this fall, but certainly wanted to start out the year reaching out to them and just letting them know how much we care about them. So it looks like Norwell will receive. Eastbrook actually won the toss, if I heard right, Matt.
They're going to defer.
And they will defer to the second half. Looks like Norwell will be going into the wind here in this first half. And I neglected to pick up a list of players, Matt, so I'll kind of lean on you.
You can lean on me, but I tell you what, my eyes are so stinking bad that I can barely see.
I'll tell you what, I'll just grab Eastbrook here.
I think Norwell's on the back of that.
On the back of that? Okay. Well, if we're both looking, maybe we'll get a few right.
And Eastbrook's side is even smaller print than the Norwell side.
What is that, a 4 font? It's like a 4.
Well, it doesn't matter what it is for me anymore.
It's too stinking small. Of course, I've got these contacts where I've got a reading lens in my left eye and a distance lens in my right eye. So when I look at a medium depth, I'm okay. But to try to read this, I have to shut my right eye, and that's going to be a challenge.
So who do we have back deep to receive for Norwell? I can't see a number there. Maybe it looks like
well, they're with the sunshine glaring off those numbers, it's kind of hard to tell, to be honest with you.
Looks maybe Diego. Would that be back there, number 3?
3 is listed as Christian Bohada.
I thought I saw Christian in street clothes.
And number 8 is Diego Mayorga.
Okay.
I bet that's what that is.
Nice
good kick. And it's fielded, touched in play and into the end zone. That was Eli Riley. And Riley, just a freshman.
I came over to the scrimmage last week and was really impressed with him as a freshman. Really athletic.
Very good athlete.
And he's a quarterback as well. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him get some reps this year.
Really? Well, I know he's of course, I watched him last year play basketball, and I know he's a real solid baseball player as well, so he may see a lot of time in 3 sports here at Norwell this year in big, important positions.
So it looks like Ringer is going to line up back there with Taylor.
Taylor calls for the snap, and the first play from scrimmage for the Knights is a handoff to Ringer. Ringer breaking a couple of tackles. He's out.
Run. First down. That's going to be enough for a first down. So, hey, great push by the guys up front.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I'm noticing. Look how big the Norwell front is. Those guys have number 66. I think is that Patrick.
Yep.
And you got Osborne up there at center. I would imagine Lewison's up there maybe too. I have to learn some new numbers here this year. But
Ethan Osborne, 61. And I'm looking for I didn't see Lewison's number on there. As that ball's tipped at the line, it'll be knocked down. And that'll make it. I'm going to have to get back into the
2nd and 10 here.
There we go.
Looked like that ball was batted down by a defensive end on the right side.
Okay. Oops.
I know last year one of the defensive ends for Eastbrook was one of the state leaders in sacks. And he's playing football at Taylor this year.
Huh. Well, I see. Got a little bit different control panel with on the production truck.
Looks like Eastbrook's a little antsy here, and the guy came across the line for offside, so that's going to move the ball up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Norwell. It's a way to change up the cadence there to draw him off sides.
Yeah, well, Taylor learned a lot last year. Took some lumps last year as a sophomore.
Oh, but so, both those guys did. Brady did too. And, they both did it the best they could.
Absolutely, they did.
The Riley kid's out here to the short side of the field here, so he is getting some playing time, Greg.
Yeah. Well, he's a good athlete, and, when you've got those athletes, you've got to get them on the field regardless of what year they are. Is that pitch?
He was down, I think.
Yeah.
Is that Ringer again on the carry?
I thought so. 23.
Took just a little too long to develop there. That's just an option.
Yeah, it's Carson Ringer.
Boy, if we could just get some short passes going, because they're just bringing everybody every play. If you could slow that down a little bit, they wouldn't be able to pursue that option as much.
I'm calling it 3rd and 4, saying Carson gained a yard on that play.
So this is an attainable 3rd down here. It's nothing that you can't pick up. 4
receivers, 3 on the left side, and Riley by himself here on the right side. Taylor hands it. Oh, no, that was a good fake. Flipped it out in the flat to Landon Geiger, and Geiger dropped immediately. That'll bring up 4th down. I didn't see Harad. Was that the tackler for? Yeah, it was a really good play. Read it very well.
Who's number 22 for Eastbrook?
That is Barajas.
That's the guy. Don't kick it to him.
Andrew Barajas. Yeah, he absolutely dominated that football game last year.
Nice snap by Cole Lewison.
Oh,
we needed a.
That kick is.
Get on that. That's a live ball.
Straight up, out of bounds. As Chris Bear, not very happy with himself. He kind of put his head down right away. He knew he hadn't hit it very well, and it just kind of went straight up in the air. That'll make it 1st and 10 for Eastbrook. They'll mark it at Norwell's 39-yard line. So Eastbrook, their first series here.
Eastbrook's about the only new guy they have, I believe, is their quarterback.
Okay.
Everybody else is pretty much the same. First carry's going to go to him.
And that is Mason Hale lining up at quarterback.
37 on the carry. So that's Dave Wallace. He's a senior.
8-yard pickup.
They go no huddle, and they get as many plays off as they can.
Boy, they really do.
There you go. Stuffed him right there in the middle. Nice job. Nice job by the up front guys there.
And that was Barajas that got the football.
So 3rd and long here.
Yeah, it looks about 3rd and 6? Good job by the Norwell defense on that play. Hales dumps it into the flat to number 37. He's got the 1st down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds at about the 20. Who's 37, Matt?
37 is Wallace.
He had the ball in the first carry of the game, actually.
Yeah, play action to the right. And he just kind of broke free there, and nobody was covering him, and wide open.
Yeah,
Too wide open.
He really was. There's another handoff. This time it's to number 15, breaking a couple of tackles inside the 5-yard line. Finally brought down by number 40 for the Knights. As 15 for Eastbrook is
Wingate on the tackle.
Okay, Wingate on the tackle for the Knights, but it's 1st and goal for Eastbrook, and they've moved it pretty efficiently so far. Got stuffed on the one play, and one time they gave it to Barajas. This time
there goes Barajas right up the middle for.
Actually,
no, that's Wallace again.
That was Wallace, and Eastbrook gets on the board first. 6-0, their first score at the 8:55 mark of the first quarter.
And who's kicking here? Number 2? Is that?
Yeah, I think you're right. It is number 2.
Zane Schultz.
As I recall, they had a good kicker last year. Didn't miss much. That was a good kick. Of course, he's got wind with him. It is good. And Eastbrook takes a 7-0 lead. 8:55 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
Welcome back to the courtyard. Quickly getting ready to kick off here is Zane Schultz, I believe. Is that how you pronounce that, Matt?
I thought it was
Schlitz.
Yeah.
Like the beer?
That's right.
It's a good kick.
To Riley again.
Yep, fielded about the 7. Riley
up the middle.
Trying to follow his blockers and finally brought down. Good return. Brought down at about the 27-yard line, I believe.
And Norwell will start out there at about first down is about the 27-yard line. We need to get some nice sustained drives, something that takes time off the clock. Get the ball on the other side so that Eastbrook's not always playing downhill.
Riley looked pretty good on that return right there. 20-yard return. He's a good athlete. Now, he's not very big, obviously, as you would expect from a freshman, but I think he's going to be able to handle himself all right. Ringer with the carry. Picked up a couple of yards. Out to about the 29, maybe.
Yep, just positive yards. Number 49 again. He's pretty active so far for Eastbrook. See what he is here. He is a
Clay Dalton.
So he's a 6'1", 190 linebacker. Junior.
Boy, they got a ton of juniors. They got a ton of players compared to Norwell. You look at their sideline and it looks to be about double Norwell's sideline.
Right. So school's about the same size, too.
Right. And I'll tell you what, you have a little success and you can gain a lot of momentum, especially in a sport like football where you can get a lot of people involved playing different positions and so forth. Ringer shut down for pretty much no gain there. It'll bring up third and a long 7 for the Knights. Ball spotted right at the 30-yard line. Running in the play. I believe that's Dallas Top.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gotten tall over. He's 6'3", 180. He's gotten tall over the summer.
Well, he sure has. Wow. He wasn't nearly that big last year.
He looks every bit of 6'3".
Yeah, he does. Taylor. Almost dropped that ball. And he's going to be dropped for a loss as getting in there quickly. 24, Zane Kirby. And Barnes was in on that play as well. Also Brandon Davis was in on that too. It'll bring up 4th down for the Knights. 4th and a bunch. Barajas and Singer back there for the Panthers. And the kick.
Pick it up. It's live.
The kick hit number 64, Kyle Henchen, in the back. So Eastbrook's going to have great field position here as Chris Bear struggling a little bit tonight with these kicks. First game of the year, you kind of expect that a little bit, and he's just a sophomore. But Eastbrook's going to take over at Norwell's 13-yard line. Awfully advantageous for the Panthers. And they didn't have any trouble getting it into the end zone on their first possession.
Yeah, we don't want to give them any help. Wallace again up the middle.
Wallace carries several Norwell tacklers with him. Inside the 10 to about the 9. That'll bring up 2nd and about 5. Boy, they're getting positive yards, Matt, on just about every carry.
And big chunks, too. So 2nd and 5. On the outside, Baraha. No one's going to touch him.
Yep. As he skates into the end zone, the second score of the game at the 6:06 mark of the first quarter makes it 13-0 Panthers. And I know we were talking about it a little bit before the game. The pig at the News Sentinel, the pig, Prophet Pig, whatever they call him, that picks all the games. He had Eastbrook winning this one by 52. And I think Harrell was 45-17, maybe something like that.
I know it was a lopsided number.
Yeah. Yeah, Eastbrook's just a good team. St. Schultz out for another extra point. It's up, and it is good. And all the way to the track as another strong kick by Schultz makes it 14-0. Eastbrook, we'll take a quick break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Well, here at the courtyard, Eastbrook with an early lead, 14-0, already on the scoreboard. They'll be kicking off again to the Knights with the wind, and that wind is pretty strong. I mean, the American flag is really flapping in the breeze. It's coming straight out of the west. That is the normal wind here at Norwell. Another kick all the way to the 1-yard line. Riley fields it, running it out.
Just got to stay that same line. Just run straight.
Yeah.
You know, middle school we might have been able to juke some of the kids out, but when you're playing with 18-year-olds, there's not a lot of room for that. Just run it straight up. Run north and south. Be a good day to hit out there today, Greg, with the wind blowing out.
Yeah, it would.
You could probably get one out of there.
I probably could, and I could probably left-handed and do it. No, I couldn't, actually. I could try.
I can remember going over there with Colin and having to show him and I could still hit.
Been a while since I've done that. I think it's been about 14 years since the last time I swung a bat.
And you're so sore the next morning you can't get up.
Yeah, exactly.
Another nice run there by Ringer.
Yeah, Ringer out across the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 5 yards.
So Ringer's ran the ball solid. Looks like Bryce Kelly's going to give him a breather here, number 21. Bryce is a senior. Put together good, too. 5'10", 205.
Oh, that is solid.
And he's built. He's hit the weights hard.
Well, you can tell his arms are, his biceps and triceps big, sticking out of those tight jerseys. Man, he's solid. And
down low, too, his calves and thighs. He's a big dude.
He gets the handoff and loses the football, and I think it's recovered by the Panthers. I don't think he ever had a hold of that, Matt. Yeah, it is a turnover, the first of the game, and Eastbrook will take over there at the Knights' 20-yard line.
Just can't keep giving Eastbrook the ball on the 20. I mean,
they're good enough as it is.
That's right. So it's on the 20-yard line. Norwell starting a freshman nose guard, number 62.
Wow.
Wright.
Garrett Wright, listed at 6 foot 249.
That's going to be a holding. That's coming back.
Barajas got inside the 5, but
it's like
they'll bring it back.
Garrison Brady got tackled out here, and he didn't have the ball. So we're going to move him back on that one for sure. Well, that was such a late pitch, too. I mean, did he call the holding?
Yeah, I think so. It was called on number... Well, that's the quarterback. Mason Hale is number 18. It'll be 1st and 18 for Eastbrook. He kept it. The quarterback did. Now he pitches late. And number 15, Justin Singer, with a nice gain.
just can't give up on that option. That guy's out there. He is going to pitch it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to keep that football.
No, he's not.
A nice gain. 2nd and 3 for Eastbrook here. That was a 15-yard pickup for Singer.
It's like a long 2 here, maybe.
Yeah, that's really doesn't even look like 3 yards, does it? Barajas gets the football, cutting back across the grain.
Enough for a first down.
Yeah, and that's going to make it 1st and goal for Eastbrook. As that ball's going to be spotted at about the 7-yard line. 4:50 left here in this first quarter. It's been all Eastbrook so far, and they're knocking on the door again. But they have gotten tremendous field position. They haven't gotten the football on their own side of the 50 yet. 24.
22 came off the sidelines on our side over here. I don't know what happened there. Right up the middle.
That's Zane Kirby.
24.
Scoring that touchdown. Kirby, a 5'8", 185-pound junior, makes it 20-0. And we're checking on Barajas.
He's got some blood coming out of his nose, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He come running right off. Like
he probably knew he was bleeding. Another extra point. This one's blocked. Coming right up the middle.
There you go, Cole Lewison.
Cole Lewison blocked that with his stomach. I mean, that's how quick he was through there. Good job by Cole. That keeps it at 20-0 Eastbrook. 4:31 left here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Well, here at the courtyard, it's been all Eastbrook so far. 4:31 left in this first quarter. They're up 20-0. Cole Lewison really got through the line quickly to block that extra point attempt.
Let's see if he can run. I can let that one go into the end zone. So it's going to come out to the 20.
Yeah, right. I think that was a good decision by Riley.
I think so. Put your heels on the 10. If it's going over your head, let it go.
Yep.
Nice kick. We have a real nice kicker.
They really do.
We'll see how he kicks going into the wind.
You know, I think that's the same guy from last year.
What number is he, Greg?
Number 2, Zane Schultz. Or Schlitz. Just because that name just rings a bell.
He's just a junior.
Yeah, he would have been a sophomore last year, and I could be wrong certainly about that. But boy, he got a nice leg.
It helps when you have special team guys like that,
yes.
Skilled special teams. Can flip the field. And
2 runners in the backfield.
Hold on to that ball.
And it was Ringer. Also back there was who's back there with?
I think Bryce Kelly's back there with him, okay. 21.
Yep.
So they're going to run with fullback and a tailback. Let's just see if Norwell can get something sustained here. Get a couple first downs. Let's make Eastbrook use a little bit more of the field than the 30 in.
2nd and 6 for the Knights. Eastbrook has some stout players on their defensive front.
Norwell's got to hustle up here. The play clock's down to 4.
They just barely got the play off in time. Ringer trying to battle his way upfield. Finally knocked out of bounds by Barajas, I think. And he might have actually lost a yard there. It'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, he did.
3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and 7, according to the scoreboard. Well, you know, when Norwell's tried to go pretty much straight north and south, they've had a little bit of success,
right.
But they can't get around that Eastbrook defense on the outside at all. And Taylor's only tried to throw 1 pass so far. And if they're not going to try to throw the ball, it becomes awfully predictable for Eastbrook to know what to do. Ringer might have picked up a yard or two. We'll call it 2, but it'll be 4th down again for the Knights.
All right, let's see if they get this ball out of here.
Well, they've got, it's not Bear back there to kick this time. I can't tell who it is. It's actually Eli Riley, and gets it out across midfield. It'll be down at the Eastbrook 47-yard line. They'll take over there 1st and 10. So the freshman getting an opportunity to kick, and did a good job. Got it out, about 34 yards maybe.
He's even playing out here on the corner on defense.
Yeah. Yes, he is. Eli Riley, just a freshman. He's listed at 5'10", 132, that's probably pretty accurate. Of course,
comes a pass.
Oh my goodness, wide open. Number 15, that's Singer. Still on his feet down to the 20-yard line. 34-yard completion for Eastbrook. It'll be 1st and 10 from just outside Norwell's 20. They're going to spot it about the 23-yard line.
Just wide open.
Yeah,
there was nobody around him.
Yep. Right there off the right side. Hale. And Hale put it right on the numbers. And he hands off this time. That's Zane Kirby on the carry. And he's down inside the 15 to the 13. They're going to call it 2nd down. Wait, there's 2nd and nothing. Well, nope. Now they're going to say it's 1st and 10. So
have to wait on the chain gang there.
Well, they originally marked that just inside the chain marker as Kirby gets it again. And he's out of bounds just shy of the goal line. I think they're going to mark that maybe the 10-yard line.
Boy, Eastbrook just gets up, lines up, and goes.
Boy, they sure do. They waste no time. Kirby gets the ball again, and he's into the end zone. The 4th score of the game for Eastbrook makes it 26-0. That 52-point spread might be light, as we're just in the first quarter. Of course, Eastbrook kind of did the same thing last year. Scored a lot of points early and then really kind of backed off towards the end. Zane Schultz out for another point after attempt. Gets this one up and over. That's good. That makes it 27-0. Eastbrook here at the courtyard. We'll take a quick break here from Daniel's Jewelers and be right back.
Awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
That's a really cool commercial. Sharp-looking watches there at Daniel's Jewelers. Daniel's, of course, a longtime sponsor of Voice Sports. Riley fields it on the 5. Out across the 20, takes a pretty good shot and is dropped at the 24. That looked to be number 9, Wyatt Stevenson, on the stop. And Stevenson just a sophomore. Their special teams made up of a number of young players. Knights will take over at their 23.
All right, let's get the ball over the 50. What do you say?
Well, that would be That'd be a great idea. Love to see it. Norwell's offense has been stifled thus far. What do they got? One or two first downs is about it. Taylor puts a man in motion. He fakes the handoff. And he will be dumped in the backfield. In motion was Diego Mayorga. It's about a 4-yard loss for the Knights. And it'll be 2nd and 14.
That play never really even got started.
No.
I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you.
Yeah. Well, he faked the handoff to Mayorga and just really never got his feet moving. As he started to head upfield, he was already wrapped up.
Right. I'm trying to watch guys up front to see where pressure's coming from. And
Eastbrook just a 3-man front, but they've been getting a good push. The linebackers, of course, flying into the backfield as well.
Who's number 19 for Norwell?
That is Landon Geiger.
Landon Geiger. He is a junior. And Landon looks like a football player.
Yeah.
He's like to get the ball in his hands a little bit somehow.
6 foot. You know, he's listed at just 166. He looks bigger
He looks
than that.
bigger than that. Is that the right number I'm looking at?
Yeah.
See the white sleeves?
Yeah, he's out on the left side.
Yeah, right here,
Yeah.
number 19.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he looks bigger than 166. 2nd and 19 for the Knights. Ringer is going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Third and I got 19. It's long.
What was the penalty? Was it a delay of game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just under a minute left here in the first quarter. And this first quarter's taking some time. Still bright sunshine out here at the courtyard. And it may be that way for the majority of the game, actually. Taylor back to pass. He's going to just his second pass attempt. And he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Good coverage downfield by the Panthers. Another loss for the Knights will bring up 4th down.
He's got to get rid of that.
Yeah. One way or another.
The offensive line gave him pretty good coverage there to at least get rid of it. You can't take the sack on that. Even backed him up. Now they're going to be punting out of their end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know that he had anybody open, but
right.
At least
throw it out of bounds.
Throw it out of bounds, not lose another 5-10 yards for your punter as the ball's spotted at the 10. And
they're going to let the clock run down here.
Yeah. That'll end the first quarter. Eastbrook leading here at the courtyard 27-0, eerily similar to last year's contest at Eastbrook. We will take a break here from a couple sponsors and be back with second quarter action after these words.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6, only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com, bowlbluffton.com.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Well, welcome back to the courtyard. The Knights about to kick with the wind. I think that was a pretty good strategic decision to turn it around. Eli Riley will kick again. It is 4th down. His second kick of the evening. No pressure by the Panthers. A low kick. Gets a favorable Norwell bounce, fielded at about the 47.
Hands off. Oh, blocking the back there.
Barajas.
Oh, he had him.
Great move by Barajas. And a flag was thrown.
That's coming back.
Yeah. Is that a block in the back?
Yeah,
Matt?
that'll be a block in the back or a clip. I'm not quite sure which, but there could have been one at the 50 also.
Yeah.
And they didn't call that one.
Another pretty good kick by Riley. That one went about 44 yards. It was.
Just wish that could have taken another bounce and bounced over his head. Or
it was a illegal block, so that'll bring it all the way back, and it'll be actually the worst field position for the Panthers tonight. They will start from
right at the
50. So that's gives the Knights a fighting chance anyway to maybe pick up a couple of stops here. Their field position has been so good. Plus now they're going into the wind, so they're not going to be, of course they've only thrown it a couple of times. Mason Hale, quarterback for Eastbrook, has done a real nice job so far, just kind of directing the offense, and they're going to throw it right off the start here, and it's off the fingertips.
He had him.
Yeah, he was open. That was number 36. So that's Christian Bratcher.
Senior, 6 foot.
Yep.
Also, I think I've called his name on the defensive side. I think he might be a linebacker also.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
The quarterback kept it. See how he puts the ball in his belly and pulls it right out of that guy's, pulls it right away from him and kept it.
Yeah.
Pickup of about 5.
That's hard to pick up for the defense.
Oh, it is.
If done properly.
And the linemen are so close together. It's like a rugby scrum. You don't know who has the ball.
Yeah.
So you got to tackle them all.
Yeah. Just tackle the person nearest you. Oops.
And Norwell's going to jump on that one.
Yeah.
You could tell that the quarterback gave a harder count to try to draw him off, and it worked.
And Justin Singer was in motion. That might be a first down for.
Yeah, it's going to be close because it was at.
Yeah, it was at the 45. Well, I think they're going to say it is a first down. Yep. So Eastbrook with another first down. It'll be interesting to see the stats at halftime. They've obviously been pretty one-sided to this point. Still 11 minutes left in the first half. Hale handed it off to Barajas, who was in motion. Barajas just will not go down.
Just got to wrap him up. Just hitting him is not going to bring him down.
Yeah. Barajas listed at 5'7", 150.
And he's just a little bowling ball in there.
Yeah.
He bounces off of things and keeps his legs going. He's hard to bring down.
Garrison Breggy on the tackle on that play. Another 1st and 10 for Eastbrook. And again, handed off to Barajas. Bounces outside and spins all the way down to, is that about the 18?
Bryce Kelly and Riley on the stop.
Where they are just eating up huge chunks of real estate on nearly every play.
And taking just no time off the clock at all. It's just, they're going to get 90 plays ran tonight.
Yeah. Singer in motion.
Here you go. Fumble.
Lost the ball.
I think Norwell might have got it.
Yeah,
like
they did.
Motion, it's going back to Norwell. So good stop.
First turnover of the game for Eastbrook.
Again, Greg, I think he put that ball in the tailback's belly and tried to pull it back out, and in Norwell, somebody got their hand in there and knocked it out of there. So
it looked to be Drew Federspiel on the recovery. 81, I believe.
We'll take the stop, but it's not the best starting position again for Norwell.
They'll start on their own 9-yard line. Boy, I'd like to try to get it downfield. Just take a shot. Of course, you got to get rid of it in a hurry. And I don't know how big a throw Joe has in him. Hands it off to, I believe, Ringer again. Yep.
Just a strong run. I don't think there's going to be a gain on that one.
Yep, they're not going to move the ball marker at all. 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Huh. You know, they've only looked to pass twice.
Yeah, they've completed one, right?
No, I don't think it was completed. Receiver got their hands on it, as I recall. Looks like he's going to throw here. Taylor, a little short of his receiver. He's trying to get it to Garrison Breggy. Nice scoop by Breggy on the hop. I mean, he played a great third base for the Knights this past season, and looked like it on that play.
It's fun watching him mature over the spring with the baseball team.
Yeah.
He's going to be a good ball player. There's a couple of good sophomores on that team.
Yep.
Juniors now.
Yeah, they're going to be fun to watch next spring. Not that they haven't been. I mean, they've been fun for a long time. Taylor looks to pass again, and he's dumped in the backfield. Bring up 4th and a bunch for the Knights. Kirby with the sack. 4th and 14 for the Knights, and that ball's inside the 5, I believe. Hard to see the stripes from here with that sun setting to the west. Just over 9 minutes left in this half. Eli Riley with his heels on the back of the end zone. Low line drive kick, but it takes a very favorable Norwell bounce. And they hand it off again. Singer battling. I'll tell you what, I don't know how he got those last 5 yards.
He's got to tackle better.
Yeah, but he did. Strong return by Singer. Mason Dehoff on the tackle. Wow, Mason Dehoff, he's a youngin', as I recall.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, I coached him in baseball a little bit last summer. Wearing number 14, listed at 5'7", 142. Hard-nosed kid, I know that.
I think he's playing a little bit, too.
Hale hands it off to Barajas, and Barajas is going to be dumped for possibly a loss.
Yeah, Preston Graham was the initial guy that jumped on him, and then a couple other guys came in and helped wipe it up. I'm still trying to learn who's up front there. That was
sure.
It's a loss of 2.
Yep. 2nd and 12, and that's Wallace on the carry.
Bryce Kelly on the tackle.
Boy, nice. He really got through the line quickly.
So 3rd and long here. Let's get a stop.
Yeah,
hold him to a field goal. That'd be a.
We're saying 3rd and 5. 5 yards has not been much trouble for this Eastbrook offense so far. Hale will hand it off. Wallace around the left side. He's got the first down and more.
He's going to score.
And he's going to get into the end zone. Yep, it signaled a touchdown. And I don't know if anybody got a hand on him, Matt.
Once he got to the outside, no one was going to catch him.
Well, it makes it a 33-0 ball game here for Eastbrook. Well, we're going to see a lot of their second team in the second half, I think. The way this one's going. Schlitz out to try to make it a 34-point lead. And he does. You know, that's still a pretty strong kick into the wind. Makes it 34-0, 7:57 left here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
Welcome back to the courtyard. Norwell will have the wind at their back for this possession. Kicking off is Zane, and boy, I can't read that. It's either, we apologize to Zane's family, as we just can't tell whether it's Schultz or Schlitz.
I believe it's Schlitz.
Schlits. In any case, he's a darn good kicker. This is fielded by one of the upbacks. I believe
that might be Brady.
Yeah, I think that might have been. C14? Oh, no. I'm not sure who that was.
I thought number 12 caught it, but I could have been wrong.
Well, Garrison Brege's 12, Mason Dehoff is 14, and I'm not sure who had it. But in any case, it's Norwell's football, 1st and 10.
I'm having a hard time reading the numbers on the new uniforms.
Yeah, there's so much glare, is what I noticed. Now at night, once the sun goes down, I think that's actually going to be easier to see. As Taylor completes his first pass of the season, it's a first down. Hauling it in,
number 11,
Eli Riley. So that was a very accurate pass by Joe Taylor. I mean, he put it right in Riley's hands.
It doesn't take a lot of time to set up. That's what they're going to have to do, is short, quick. Joe Taylor's going to have about 10 miles worth of running in this game if he keeps on coming over to the sidelines.
Yeah, and he's been doing that for every play. Of course, Norwell's not run that many plays yet. That's their first down in quite a while. I guess they got a first down on their last possession of the first quarter.
Carson again.
Ringer with a big carry, burst through the line. That's another first down for the Knights. And you complete a pass or two, and it really helps your running game.
Yeah, because the guys can't just come flying across there.
Yep.
Keep them honest.
Great run there by Carson Ringer.
Carson's had pretty positive runs every time he's touched the ball tonight.
Yeah, he has. Carson, a senior this year. Another first down for the Knights. And Taylor, with Ringer back there with him, hands it off to Carson again. Short gain this time by Ringer.
Number 75 for Eastbrook is a big boy up front.
Yes, he is.
I'm trying 75, and from what I'm seeing,
Chandler Lynch,
6'305".
That is a large young man.
And he is a junior. They have a freshman right underneath him, 6'305".
Wow. You can't teach that size.
No.
And when you're even 250 going against 305, you've certainly got your hands full, literally and figuratively.
Another just a Ringer again on the carry. Picked up maybe a couple, maybe give him
one.
A 1.5.
Second, well, it's going to be third actually, and about 6.
77 is a good size guy too. Gabe Sizemore. He's a senior, 6'2", 230. He's on that front line for Eastbrook as well.
Joe Taylor definitely getting some aerobics in this evening.
Yeah, it's taken.
Play clock down to 5.
Nope.
Oh, that's going to be illegal motion on the Knights, I believe. Not sure who that was on the right side, kind of getting a head start.
Now they're going to call that on Eastbrook.
Oh, wow. That's a break for the Knights.
It's going to put it about 3rd and 1. Third and 1. Let's see if Ringer or Bryce Kelly gets a ball right up the middle here.
Actually, that was Mayorga on the right side. And I don't know if he keyed off of the defense there. I'd like to see the Knights pick up another first down here. Ball spotted on the 40. Just a yard to go. That's going to be another penalty. There's the flag
right back.
Yep. False start on the Knights makes it 3rd and 6. Well, mistakes have certainly hurt Norwell this evening.
You think about it, the punt that hit somebody in the back, and then penalties, and then fumbles, and you just can't do that against teams like Eastbrook.
No,
I didn't see where Eastbrook was ranked in the state, but last year at one time they were ranked number 1.
Yep.
Are they 3A, Greg?
Yeah, they don't get the respect they probably should. Given and they don't because of where they're located.
Right.
There's just not a lot of good football down there, but they are a good football team. As the pass was completed, but actually lost a yard to Diego Mayorga.
I know last year on a couple of recruiting trips for Colin, a couple of other boys was in the groups with Colin, and they didn't get beat until late in the season, and I believe they might even have won their regional. So this is you think about all the extra practice they got. When you go that deep into the season, that's a whole other month's worth of practice.
Yep.
I'd like to see Riley just take off with it once.
Well, he probably will at some point, as keeping it is Barajas being pursued. He turns upfield across the 20 and the 30 and still on his feet, finally brought down at about the 37. Barajas ran about 100 yards on that play. Ended up at the 37. That's where Eastbrook will take over 1st and 10.
And last year, I believe we were visiting Taylor, and the Barajas kid, the game that they lost, he hurt his knee real bad. So I'm not sure that he even finished the season last year.
Okay. 3:53 left in this first half.
You can't tell that he had any injury by the way he's running tonight.
He looks very good tonight. Quick. Handoff this time to Singer. Yep, Singer gets the corner turn, 1st down across midfield, and finally pushed out of bounds at about Norwell's 41-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Panthers.
Just cannot let these guys get outside like that.
Yeah.
If you could stretch that out, make them cut it back in. But if you just let them get to the outside corner, they're going to pick up huge chunks every play.
Yeah, and they've done that pretty consistently all night so far. And then once, they make that play a couple times and they pound it up the middle and have a lot of success there as well. Hales also completed a couple of long passes, throwing this time. Short little pass to Barajas in the flat. Barajas with a lot of room to run, finally knocked out of bounds by
Ringer.
Was that Ringer or Mayorga? Yeah, it was.
Carson Ringer, number 23.
Ringer. Yep. Just saw Mayorga getting up off the pile there. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line, so Eastbrook threatening again. Reese doing a great job on the camera. Zoomed right in on that play. As this time, that's Xavier Kirby with the carry. Still, just another. It looked like he hardly picked up anything, but he picked up a solid 4 yards.
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 8.
They don't have to score to get the 1st down here either, so
nope.
They could get another set of downs if they get it inside the 3.
2nd down coming up here. Is
right up the middle.
That's not the same. That's Dylan Bragg with the football.
Quarterback kept it.
Yeah, and that wasn't the starting quarterback. That was Dylan Bragg.
Sophomore.
Yes.
Faked me out. I thought somebody else had the ball. It's a good fake.
Yeah, it was. He just was, and he was not touched. Makes it 40-0 here for Eastbrook. Still almost 3 minutes left in the first half. Other than the one turnover that the Panthers had, they have scored on every possession as the kick is up. And barely good, but it is good. 41-0 Eastbrook. And whistles all over the field. Yeah, it's going to be a penalty on the night, so they're going to let the extra point stand, I'm sure. While they do that, we'll take a break. and hear from Bluffton Roofing. We'll be right back.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Well, here at the courtyard, it's been a long first half for your Knights. They trail Eastbrook 40-0. I don't remember, 41-0. Excuse me. I don't remember the score from last year's game, Matt, but it was
like 72-0.
Yeah,
so it was
still a ways to go. What's the official doing here?
Well, they're marking off the penalty. I think Norwell was offsides on that extra point. So
yep. Assessed on the kickoff into the wind. That will certainly help the Panthers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him Schultz one time and then Schlitz next time. I'll be that way. I'll be 50% right. We'll try to get that right at halftime as the kickoff is fielded at about the 15. Ooh. Good hit at about the 27-yard line. That was Eli Riley. Bounced right up. Well, maybe he didn't bounce. See, he's going to head towards the sideline. I think he got his bell rung on that hit. Trotting off with him was number 14, Mason Dehoff. Mason, I'm sure, asking about his well. Mason's about one of the nicest kids you're ever going to meet. I don't know how he is on the football field, but on the baseball field, he's always making sure that his manners are very good. Yeah. Yes, sir, this, and yes, sir, that. In fact, I know at one point I had to tell that team, because they were all so stinking polite, the next guy that called me sir was going to run polls. 2:44 left here in the half. Norwell.
The Dehoffs and the Schwartzes are kind of related.
Is that right?
I would be second cousins to Mason's dad.
All right.
Their grandpa and my grandpa were brothers.
There you go. Huh. And Taylor hits a crossing Garrison Bragg. He wasn't able to hang on. The pass was a little low. Almost looked like his knee knocked the ball out of his hands there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
I think that play was there.
Oh, yeah.
Could have held on to the ball. He might have picked up some positive yardage.
Yep. Coming back towards the middle on that play. Eastbrook's already made some substitutions. Their front line appears to be the same, but in the defensive backfield, they've made a couple of changes. Number 7, Saxon Malinek in there.
Ringer straight up the middle.
Good carry for Carson there. So he picks up about 5 yards and make it 3rd and 5.
I think Riley's going to be okay. He's coming back in.
Yep.
That's Eli Riley? Is that
yep.
Okay.
Eli Riley. He's Rob and Candy's son.
Now, does he play? I know he plays. Does he play basketball also?
Yes, he does. He's good. A very solid basketball player. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it won't take him too long to move through the JV ranks to get some varsity times this year, as they're going to get hit with a delay of game penalty. Nope, a timeout called by the Knights to avoid that penalty. We'll take it along with them. The Knights trail with 1:53 here left in the second quarter, 41-0. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kugelhahn's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-31000 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kugelhahn.
Dr. Laura Kugelhahn is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kugelhahn and her staff will make you feel at home.
Okay, Norwell with 3rd and 5. Taylor back to pass, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield and dumped for about a 4-yard loss. Zane Kirby with the tackle in the backfield. We'll make it 4th and 9. Well, actually, they're saying he got back almost to the line of scrimmage, only lost a yard there.
How much time's left? I can't see the clock here. 1
minute 26. Riley back to punt again here. Getting a lot of punting practice today. Ooh, high snap, and Riley able to get it off.
There they left him. Norwell's going to get the ball back.
He got flattened. Getting up slow. Norwell's going to get the ball back. Boy, Eli really took a shot there.
You know, he almost could have ran that. You know,
yeah.
Everybody, Eastbrook had set up in their return, and I mean, I know it's
hard to
easy
recognize.
to say that up from up here.
Yeah.
But as fast as he is, if he could have got to the outside, he might have picked up first down and might not have gotten as killed like he just did.
Yeah. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights as they'll get the ball back on that roughing the kicker penalty. I got to believe he came over the sideline, didn't he? I mean, he got crunched.
No, I think he's still out there.
Is he still out there?
On
wow.
the far side.
Okay. Well, there's a minute 1 left in the half. Norwell's going to get the ball 1st and 10 at their 46. So they got a decent chance here of getting it over the 50-yard line. Breggy spread wide to this side. Yeah, I don't think Riley's. Well, maybe he is still in there. Yeah, he is, by golly. Taylor back to pass, looking for somebody open. Now he's going to throw it out of bounds in the general direction of Eli Riley. We'll make it 2nd and 10. Matt, I don't know if you saw that Cubs game yesterday. Holy cow.
I mean, when they tied it up 9-9, I thought they're gonna walk away with it here.
Yeah, if you didn't see it or hear about it, the Cubs were down 9-0 after an inning and a half. Lester was out of the game, subsequently put on the DL. They came back, and by the bottom of the 5th, they tied it up.
7 home runs.
Yeah, ended up losing 13-10 as the bullpen faltered. They faltered again today, but they hung on to win.
Boy, Strope is just struggling.
Oh. Every other game seems like as Kirby brings down. That was Ringer on the carry, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ringer on the carry.
Picked up about a yard. We'll make it 3rd and 9 for the Knights. Just 12 seconds left. And I don't think, is Norwell going to run another play?
Doesn't look like it.
Or are they just, nope. They're going to let the clock run out and head to the locker room. Down 41-0 here after the first 2 quarters of play. We'll gather up the stats from halftime and be back with you after a few minutes. We're going to let several commercials run here so you can hear from our sponsors. We'll be back after these words.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrencebodyshop.com.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with one adult and one child per team, or two youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today, or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
TW Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining
A new adventure.
and Saturday 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at TW Fable.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light, any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
Well, welcome back to the courtyard. We're at halftime. Your Knights trail Eastbrook Panthers here 41-0. About 9.5 minutes left in that. In the halftime is you can watch the Norwell marching band perform. You might even be able to hear a little bit of it. But the band always doing a great job. We appreciate them being out here, finding entertainment for the crowd. I know I saw the dancers. Did the dancers already perform? Norwell dancers, did they perform yet? No. Saw the coach. As we said, Eastbrook up 41-0. They scored 27 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second quarter, and here's how they scored them. At the 8:55 mark of the first quarter, Devon Wallace ran it in from 3 yards out, and Schultz, it is Schultz, S-H-I-L-T-S, kicked the extra point. At 6:06, Andrew Barajas ran it in from 8 yards out. And Schultz, again, with an extra point that was good. At the 4:31 mark, Zane Kirby ran it in from 7 yards out, and Schultz's kick was blocked by Cole Lewison. At the 2:17 mark of the first quarter, Zane Kirby again ran it in from 2 yards out, and Schultz with the extra point conversion. Then in the second quarter, only 2 scores for the Panthers as Devon Wallace ran it in from 25 yards out with 7:57 on the clock. Extra point was good, and then at the 2:48 mark of the second quarter, Dylan Bragg ran it in from 8 yards, and Schultz converted that extra point as well for 41 points for the Panthers. The stats obviously very one-sided. Eastbrook with 14 first downs to Norwell's 4. Total yards, Eastbrook 265, Norwell 34. Fumbles, each team lost a fumble. Norwell punted 6 times for an average of 22 yards a kick. Eastbrook returned 3 of them for 45 yards. The leaders individually for Eastbrook, Justin Singer, 3 carries, 54 yards. Devon Wallace carried 5 times for 46 yards. Andrew Barajas 7 times for 38. Zane Kirby 5 times for 35. For your Knights, Carson Ringer led the way, had 16 carries for 52 yards. He was the only running back that carried the ball for the Knights.
It's not bad.
In that first half. No, not bad at all. Certainly on pace to pass the century mark. Passing-wise, Mason Hale, who actually sat out the last series as they ran a sophomore out there who scored, Dylan Bragg. Mason Hale was 2 of 3 for 46 yards. Bragg was 1 of 1 for 28 yards. For the Knights, Joe Taylor was 3 of 7 for 7 yards. No interceptions thrown. And from a receiving standpoint, Justin Singer led the way for the Panthers. 1 catch for 31 yards. Barajas 1 for 28. And Devon Wallace 1 for 15. For the Knights, Eli Riley had a catch for 11 yards. That was the only positive catch they had.
How many yards did Eastbrook have rushing? I know we gave all the individual team-wise.
Rushing. Eastbrook had 191 yards on the ground. Norwell had 27 in the air. Eastbrook dominated that as well, 74 yards to just 7 for the Knights. So total offense was 265 yards to 34 for the Knights. So pretty much Eastbrook, the entire story of the first half.
Yeah, and they're scoring quick, and it's just we've seen this now 3 years in a row. It's a hard offense to pick up. You just don't never know who has the ball. They run this offense to almost perfection too.
Yep, they really do. Considering it's a no-huddle offense, and they're running a ton of plays. I mean, they ran 27 plays in the first half and gained almost 10 yards a play. I mean, that's
you're not going to be on the positive end on them with that kind of stat.
No, and I mean, they just dominated this thing every which way. But Luce, the only time they didn't score in that first half was when they turned the ball over.
They fumbled.
Yep. That was the only turnover they had. Norwell also only had the one turnover as well. But Eastbrook got into the red zone 6 times, scored 5 of them. So,
well, I'm sure Coach Gerber's trying to be as positive as he can.
Sure.
And he's going to talk them up, and they're going to have to come out and just try to do something good in the second half. Okay, I mean, start with a first down, and then maybe start with a long drive, and then let's try to put some points on the board. Do something positive. That's what we got to take away from this ball game.
Yeah, Norwell had just 4 first downs in the first half. Some of the encouraging things, though, that you did see in the first half, Eli Riley, the freshman, made a couple of plays. Also started punting after the first couple kind of went awry. And really seeing a lot of time out there as
still
a freshman.
A lot of young guys still seeing a lot of time.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if sometime this year you'll see Riley take off with it. If you have an athletic guy back there on maybe not a 4th and 10, but maybe a 3rd and 3, and snap it back there and take off, see what he can do.
Yeah.
I think the more you can get the ball in his hands would be the better.
The one thing I didn't talk about much was the defense. For Eastbrook, leading the way was Zane Kirby with 7 tackles, 3 of them for sacks. Brandon Davis also had a sack for Eastbrook. Cole Kiesling and Andrew Brajas also had 3 tackles apiece for Norwell. Garrison Breggy, 4 tackles to assist. Diego Mierga, 4 tackles. Carson Ringer and Zach Wingate with a couple apiece as well. So, it was all for Eastbrook in the first half. And I think you're right, Matt. If they can just come out, the Knights, that is, just come out in the second half and do a couple positive things over the course of that second half just to maybe get a little confidence going into week 2. You almost have to count that as a win.
Exactly. You can't, again, that's when you get behind like this in a game, it's hard for young guys to keep their focus and stay positive and stay mentally sharp, and you just have to. So.
Yeah. Well, we got about 2.5 minutes left here at halftime. We'll hear from just a couple of more sponsors. Bluffton Family Eye Care signing on with us again this year. We want to hear from them, and then we'll be back for the start of the second half after these words.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-24, or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Well, at halftime here, it's Eastbrook 41, Norwell nothing. This is Greg Van Meter along with Matt Schwartz. Reese Schwartz on the camera. Reese, you've had a real good game so far. He's wrapped up in his phone here at halftime.
I can't believe that.
I can't either. He's wrapped up in social media. So what are you on most of the time, Reese? Instagram? Instagram is the thing.
Snapchat's
a biggie.
Twitter. He just took it.
Well, I think Twitter's kind of passé now.
Once the parents get a hold of it and they start following what they're doing, they change to something else.
Yeah, because Facebook has now become a repository of animal pictures and recipes.
Right, which I like.
I do too. Who doesn't like a good recipe?
I pick up all
or animal picture.
I plan our menu off of Facebook every week now.
I know my wife puts a lot of stuff on Facebook. I haven't. I joined Facebook when the kids were in middle school when they got on it because the rule was no social media accounts without mom and dad having one too and able to follow, right? And
that doesn't work.
That doesn't work real well because, as you said, about the time you figure out how to follow them on one particular platform, they're on to the next.
And especially this hack right here.
Yeah.
We've set up computers where he wasn't allowed to get on certain things, and he would just get right around it. That was like when he was
computer hacker.
Yeah, 9 and 10 years old.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a problem now, I just go to him and ask him how to fix it.
There you go.
So
yeah. Well, 3 minutes set on the clock here. Neither team back out to the field yet. A couple changes here at Norwell this year. Eric Morgan stepped down from the athletic director's position, and Kelby Waybright stepped right in. Interesting to see Kelby in that role, a few years away from coaching and that assistant principal job. And I will say this, for Kelby, he tweets a lot.
I like that, though.
I do, too.
And the kids like it, too. They, when you're showing it, and not that Eric didn't do that, too.
Eric he did a lot of it, too.
And, I don't know. I just think that's neat that they get to see how it's easy to follow all the teams, too, that way, and all of them.
Yep.
So it just seems like a natural fit for Kelby, too. It's just, but he's passionate about sports. His kids play sports. He's over here all the time.
Yep.
So, and I think Eric, on the other hand, he wanted to
get back into coaching.
He wanted to see his kids play. Macy plays basketball, volleyball. I don't think she goes cross country. So she plays 3 sports.
Right.
Bo plays. And little EJ is going to be a little spitfire on all the fields,
He'll probably play 6 sports.
Yeah, if you'd let him, he would.
He would.
So
he's definitely got a lot of
I
energy.
understand where he was coming from because
sure.
there's just no way I would miss any of my kids' stuff.
Yeah.
And I understand where he's coming from.
Absolutely. And Kelby, of course, he's got a senior this year. I just can't believe Garrett's a senior in high school.
All these guys are. It just seems like yesterday we were playing catch over at Uniondale.
Yep.
I mean, it's just,
That's
now
right.
these guys are all seniors and graduated. And
yep.
It just goes by so fast.
Well, I've still got a picture that you gave me. Colin was catching. He's probably 10, 11 years old, framing up an outside corner pitch. And I'm ringing somebody up.
Ringing some kid up, making him
poor
cry.
kid. Poor little left-handed kid. Couldn't tell you who it was. But he's probably plotting against me right now. But Colin could frame even back then. So that's a good skill to have.
Still just trying to come to grips that he's not playing anymore.
Yeah.
He's just done. They've offered him to play at Defiance.
Yeah.
I'm just not so sure if he's going to.
Yeah.
For one, he's going to get too big.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, man. You start college, with
oh my gosh.
academics and with the football and the lifting, and it's all year round. So
one sport is a full-time job.
Yeah, it's just going to be
studying's a second full-time job.
And it better be.
Yeah, that's got to be, especially when you're just getting started. You don't know how to study until you get to college.
Right. But we've talked over the summertime. We were talking about the baseball earlier, about the success in the 4 years that he played here. They had won over 80 games. That's a lot of baseball games in 4 years' time. I mean, I know Josh experienced the same thing when he was here. So, and that's what I think Coach Gerber's doing. And that starts down when these kids are 8, 9, and 10 years old. They get that winning mentality, and they, and the Pee Wee football program has now got the numbers up again, and Coach Gerber's out there, and he's
very visible.
And the high school kids are out there too, and it'll get back. It'll happen. Just got to give it some time.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Norwell had a very high quality football program. Pearson Harnish's senior year was probably the last year.
That was
they
3
won
years
sectional.
ago.
Yeah, they won sectional.
And they just about won the regional too.
Yeah, they did. And of course, Pearson now, he'll be Is he a junior
He's
this
a junior
year? At St. Francis. St. Francis coming off a national championship season and ranked number 1 in their division of NAIA. And I'll tell you what, they're not going to slow down much. I mean, obviously they lost a lot of their receiving core, but they're going to be tough.
And they've
especially on defense.
And recruited a lot of the local guys around here. And then there were some guys that were at Division I programs now that have they didn't quite get what they wanted out of that program. Now they're at St. Francis, and I tell you, there's some times that I think that they could compete with some Division I teams. They might not win, but there were some years there where I think they would have gave Purdue a pretty good run.
Oh, their offense was so potent the last couple of years, and my goodness, they were fun to watch. Yeah, they'll be fun to watch this year
I believe
too.
They'll be good again. Have you been to a home game there at St. Francis?
Oh yeah, with Carly cheerleading there. We went to I think all of them.
I didn't realize that she was cheerleading.
Yep. Now she had knee surgery in May, so she won't be tumbling anymore.
She's a senior?
She'll be on the sideline, junior.
She's a junior. So she's the same year as Kirsten.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they graduated together from Norwell.
I have to get up there this year.
Well, it's a fun place to be.
My Saturdays will be busy this.
Well, I was going to say you'll be running over to Defiance.
Okay, here we go.
Norwell kicking off to start this second half as Eastbrook won the coin toss and deferred. Kicking off will be Chris Bear. Short kick. He really didn't follow through on the kick.
Hand it off.
Again.
He's gone.
That's number 15, Singer, working his way down the sideline. Bear, the only player standing between him and the end zone. He and Eli Riley, who came all the way across the field, finally brought down Singer just outside the 5-yard line, I believe. A lot easier to see those stripes now with the sun partially set. And Eastbrook right off the get-go with a 1st and goal to start the third quarter here at Norwell.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not the start that Norwell wanted to start off with. Boy, they're just getting confused on that handoff or fake handoff.
They've done it every time.
I think I would just plow into both of them.
Yep, just hit somebody. So Eastbrook threatening right off the bat, and they're in the end zone on the first play from scrimmage. That was Wallace, I believe. Yep.
How many seconds were off the clock?
Well, 11:42, so that would be 18.
I can't see the clock from here. I'm just like, I knew it wasn't very many.
Yeah, it was 18 seconds. And it's a 47-point Eastbrook lead. On to attempt the extra point is Schultz. It's up. And the wind has died down now as the sun is starting to set. And that kick had a lot of extra room. Schultz can really kick. Not only does he have a strong leg, he's accurate.
Yeah, he's kicked it into almost to the goal line every kickoff so far.
Yep. And now with that wind dying down, he'll be able to do that pretty much both ways. With the wind, he had some booming kicks.
And we got Harry up in the...
Yep. That's Jeff Kokenauer with a really strong Harry Carey impersonation. Doing a little play-by-play as the voice of Harry Carey. We had a really good story the other day on Jack Quinlan. Now, you don't remember Jack because he was killed in a car wreck real early, but a very good announcer on the radio side when Jack Brickhouse was on the TV side back in the 60s. As Eli Riley handles that inside the 10, another strong kick. Riley out to about the 25-yard line. I'll tell you what, Eli's done a pretty good job on kickoff returns. He's handled most of them. He was 5 returns for 78 yards in the first half, and that was about a 20-yard return. Ball spotted right on the 25. Norwell will take over. Not a lot of offensive success in the first half. Maybe Coach Gerber saw a couple things that can change here in the second half. Taylor hands it off to Ringer. Ringer handled the ball 21 times in the first half.
Yeah, 50-some yards in the first half. It'd be nice to see him get to 100 yards for the game.
Well, he's certainly, I think, going to get the attempts to do it. That's his 22nd running attempt.
Has he gotten the ball that much tonight?
Yeah. Norwell ran 28 plays in the first half. He carried it 21 times. So all but 7 plays were in his hands. And
Here
he gets it again.
Good run.
Yeah. Good
fumble.
Little move up front. And he picked up another, 4 yards there, Matt?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 3 here.
Joe Taylor running to the sideline and back on every play. So you got to figure he has run back and forth now over 30 times. And that's about, 25 yards every time, roughly?
Easily.
So he's run several miles already this evening. At least it seems like it.
Ringer's going to get stuffed at the line.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to pick that first down up. Norwell sending out the punt unit.
Yeah. 4th and 3. He might have lost a little bit. We're not going to change the yardage on that. Eli Riley getting a lot of kicking practice today. This will be his 5th punt. He punted 3 times in the first half. Or no, excuse me, that's not right. Punted 6 times in the first half.
Beautiful
as a
kick.
Team. Boy, he really got all that one.
Pick it up.
Yeah, I was going to say that was touched by a Norwell player back at about the 3rd, but a beautiful kick by you.
Nice tight spiral.
Yeah.
I mean, they kicked that from the 30, so he flipped the field on him.
Yep. It's over 40 yards.
Nice punt.
Yeah, it was. That brings back, seeing that spiral brings back memories of Matt Kinzer back in the day. Of course, I graduated with Matt, and I'm telling you, still to this day, best high school punter I've ever seen.
And he punted at Purdue.
Yes, he did. And he still holds several records at Purdue. Punted in the NFL with the Tigers, or Lions. Excuse me, Lions. Tigers are a football or a baseball team. Bragg's still in there as quarterback, so the sophomore running the offense for Eastbrook here to start the second half.
Still picked up about
3 yards.
3 yards.
Yep. 2nd and 7 is Landon Geiger credited with the tackle. 9:10 left here in the 3rd. Yeah, I remember him. I mean, he would, if he had even a little wind at his back. Well, that's number 11 with the football. Big gain here out across midfield.
There's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag would have been there unless the guy that was the lead blocker.
Justin Mance had the football.
It's going to be a block in the back here. And it's going to be on Eastbrook, so that one's coming back.
I'll bring that back 15 yards.
But, Coach, that's frustrating because there was no need to do that. He'd already gained 20 yards. And
still going to be a first down.
Oh, but yeah, still a first down, isn't it?
Yeah, even after the yardage was assessed. Big gain for Justin Mance. Ball ended up on the 42-yard line of Eastbrook. Bragg hands it off.
There we go.
That's Mance again. No.
I think that Geiger made the tackle.
It wasn't Mance with the carry. That's number 28.
They line right back up. Boy, they just don't give you any time to rest. You can't substitute any players in.
Edward Kiesling was the carrier there. Bragg hands it off again to Kiesling. Kiesling out across the 50 and finally forced out of bounds. It appeared as though he did pick up the first down, I believe.
Yeah, he got the first down.
Yeah. So about a 10-yard pickup. Boy, Eastbrook really efficient offensively. Averaged almost 10 yards of play in the first half. Keeping up that average here in the second half with some new players. It's a new ball carrier right there. That's number 9, Wyatt Stevenson, just a sophomore on the carry. Stevenson listed at 5'3". He might be 5'3", actually. Listed at 5'3", 140, Matt. That's not a lot of size.
No, that's, man.
2nd and 2 for Eastbrook. And this one's stuffed in the backfield. Stevenson caught from behind.
54 was the tackler.
Kyle Hinchin with the tackle.
What year's Kyle?
Kyle's a junior, I think. 64. Yeah, just a junior. Listed at 6'1", 210. Couple yard loss. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, he just gives the ball to him so quick.
Kiesling.
It's going to be enough for another first down.
I was going to say, it looks like he picked it up, doesn't it? Brady with the tackle, but not soon enough to keep Kiesling from getting a first down. He'll be spotted right at the 35-yard line of Norwell. Eastbrook is an offensive machine so far in this game. Another handoff inside. That's the little guy, number 9, Wyatt Stevenson. And he got picked up about 7 yards there. Pretty good for a kid 5'3", 140. But he hits the line hard.
Yeah, he seems like he's bigger than that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's definitely short, but very strong. I think he's bigger than 5'3". This time it's given to number 28 again. That's
so 3rd down here. Let's get a stop.
Third and 2 on the 27.
5:42 left here in this third quarter. Dylan Bragg, the quarterback for Eastbrook. Mason Hale was the starter, and a good play.
By Geiger again.
Yeah, Landon Geiger. Boy, and you're right, Matt. He sure looks a lot bigger than 166 pounds.
That can't be right.
I'm guessing that's more like 196 pounds.
Yeah, he almost looks like he's a 200-pounder.
Yep. Good play there. Brings up 4th and 5, and Eastbrook in that 4th down territory going for it.
Oh, don't jump. He might try to draw him off.
As Bragg looks over to the sideline, still 10 seconds on the play clock. Well, I'll tell you, he's built pretty good, too, for a sophomore. And a motion, and it's handed off to number 28, and I think he got a first down.
Yeah, they got it.
Yep, Kiesling picks up another first down for Eastbrook. Well, that was as good an opportunity as Norwell's had this evening to stop the Panthers. And Kiesling, they hand that ball off so quick.
And it's hard to even from up here to see who has the ball.
Yep. Actually clear the middle to be able to see it. As Bragg hands it off again. That's Stevenson as he spins out for probably another 7 yards. Boy, the guys on the chain gang over there, Matt, they're getting some aerobic exercise.
That's good. Doug Engel hasn't done anything all day. I'm pretty sure Mark Arns has sat at a desk all day today as well.
Yeah.
And Tim Pro doesn't even work.
As Singer's going to trot into or is that Bragg? That was actually Dylan Bragg.
Quarterback
hung on to it. Yep. So Dylan Bragg scores his second touchdown of the game to make it 54-0 Eastbrook.
And we can't forget about Joe McMichael, too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some hard-working guys right there.
Yeah. Joe hung on to that job, huh?
Yeah, I sure did.
A little over 4 minutes left in this third quarter as Schultz has another kick blocked, and not sure who got a hold of it.
Cole Lewison got her again.
How about Cole Lewison, his second block kick of the night? Cole, well, he's number one, he's tall. He had a pretty good baseball season this past year as well.
I thought he pitched really well for Norwell. He can come in the late in relief. Next year he'll have a whole different role. He'll be starting, probably starting a lot.
Yeah, he probably will. 6'3", I think he's listed at 215.
Yeah, Cole's a big guy.
Yeah, he's definitely been hitting the weight room hard. Norwell will be decent on the baseball field again this next year.
Yeah, I think, the pitching-wise, they're going to be really solid. Even because the young guys they have coming up that were freshmen, they can really throw the ball.
Yep. They'll do all right.
And I think their pitching will be good. Defensively, they'll be good. I'm just not quite sure how they're going to hit yet.
Yeah.
But Coach McLean will manufacture runs until they start hitting them. They're going to score runs.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good at that. We've got a new kicker for Eastbrook. It's number 30, Graham Johnson. Johnson is a senior. Short kick.
I think this might be Mason.
Yeah, it is Mason Dehoff as he breaks a couple of tackles and finally brought down at about the 38-yard line. Good return by Mason Dehoff. Sophomore with a nice return.
He's just darting around and you couldn't catch him. He'd be one of those guys you'd be frustrated. You can't catch him.
Yep. 3:56 left here in the third. Albert Pujols went deep again tonight.
How many does he have this year?
609 for his career. I'm not sure how many this year.
Yeah, that'd be a record if that was for the year.
Yeah, it would be, especially considering it's August. Although, my goodness, some of the numbers. Giancarlo Stanton, up to 43 already.
And when he hits them too, they're not just.
How about the one Aaron Judge hit the other night at Citi Field?
Yeah,
did you see that?
I saw that on the.
That thing hit 7/8 of the way up the third deck.
In the home run hitting contest, were they using juiced balls? Because those things juiced. them guys were hitting rockets out of there.
Oh yeah, they're all juiced, and they might have been even a little bit more juiced for the home run derby. But there's no doubt if you can get to the big leagues, you're going to hit home runs. Unless you're somebody like D. Gordon. As Taylor completes a pass. And close to a first down is Landon Geiger.
Come down kind of awkward there.
He did on his arm.
See if he's okay.
Yeah, he seems to be all right.
My boy, see, he just looks like an athletic. He just looks so athletic. He's got to get the ball in his hands more.
They're going to say that's a first down for the Knights. Ball on their own 49 with just under 3.5 minutes left here in the third.
Let's see if we can get Brady the ball out here on the.
Yeah, they've only targeted him once so far. Oh, good hands there by Taylor.
Bryce Kelly.
And Bryce Kelly pounds through several tacklers to get it across midfield and close to a first down.
So it looks like about 2nd and 1 here.
Yep. And I think, to be fair, Eastbrook has made a number of substitutions here, leading by 54 points. Although last year it didn't slow them down much.
No, it didn't.
But yeah, they've got a number of Stevenson's in there.
75 there, the tackle. He's been playing the whole game.
Yeah. I think that front three are still in. As Taylor hands it off again.
Somebody's
and
helmet come off.
Somebody lost a helmet. Was that Ringer?
No.
No. He's an Eastbrook Panther.
Yeah, number 33. He's got to come off.
Yep. As He actually credited with the tackle. That's Michael Buff, a senior. And good-looking ponytail, I noticed. The hair. The hair's like it was back in our day, Matt.
That's
almost.
That's
Almost.
backtrack. Your day.
My day. Okay. Yeah, I get.
I'm the big hair guy.
Yeah,
I was the 80s. You were the 70s. Wide open.
Oh, wide open. Across the middle, and the Knights are going to score. Excellent pass by Joe Taylor, and Landon Geiger just caught that right in stride, Matt.
Play. Yeah, it's what we needed. Need something positive to happen. We needed the air horn to go off.
Yeah. Now, what year did you graduate from high school?
87.
87, yeah, so I got 6 years on you. And maybe a little bit more.
Hear that, Reese? I'm not the oldest guy around here.
No. I just turned 55, Reese.
I'm going to be 50 this year.
Double nickel. But you know what? I can't drive 55.
Reese says that just
and
means
Reese
you're
says,
both
what the
old.
hell does that mean? Jeff Koch and I are peeking around the corner there. He picked up on the song reference, and the kick is good by Chris Bear to make it 54-7. The Knights on the scoreboard with 1:46 left in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit sf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Well, welcome back to the courtyard. The Knights on the board.
Nice play, too.
It was. Boy, that ball was really thrown well.
It was just quick. It didn't take any time. You know, that we have to set up, and you have to block for 3 seconds before you get rid of the ball. Bad things happen. So just get rid of it quick.
And you know, that was almost directly north and south. Geiger just slipped his blocker at the line of scrimmage, got about 10 yards downfield, caught it right in stride. So that's something the Knights did not do last year against this Eastbrook team. As the lights have now been turned on in the press box, and I can't see a darn thing. No.
Yeah, I think they scored last year. I think
did we score last year?
Like 21.
Oh, you know what? That's right. Towards the end, we scored quite a few. Yeah, you're right. A great kick by Bear into the end zone, and Eastbrook will take over at their own 20. Yeah, that's right. It was like 72-21. Well, you know, I'm 55 years old, Matt. You can't expect my memory to be that good. Well,
Reese, this is why you don't have a microphone.
Yes, that's exactly right. We thought about giving Reese a microphone, and we decided against it. Doing a great job on the camera, though.
Now let's stop them again. Let's don't give them any more points.
Their offense packed in there.
It's a fumble.
Fumble on the play.
It looks like Eastbrook was able to fall on it. Now it's really looking like they've got some whole nother offense in there.
Yeah.
The center, number 54 for Eastbrook, is not very big.
No, he's not. And they're all packed in. They've just got the one running back. Well, no, they're splitting out. That is a tight,
there's no
packed together offense. The handoff over the right side. Not sure who that was. Oh, that was Edward Kiesling.
So 3rd and long here. Get a stop. It's like to see Eastbrook's punt game.
Oh, we haven't seen it yet. They have not punted yet in this game. I was impressed with Eli Riley's last punt. Man, he really.
And the kickoff there was nice, too.
Yeah, it was.
Right up the middle.
There's
that
Bragg
option.
with the pitch.
They stopped him.
Yep. They're not going to get the first down on that play. In fact, they're going to be about 4 yards short. That was Stevenson on the carry.
Tackled by Eli Riley.
And
Eli Riley with the tackle.
I think they're going to. I noticed that the varsity came back out. So are they going to kick it or are they going to go for it? Their varsity is back in.
Yep, because there's the 54.
The 2 tackles.
Yep. Now Bragg's still out there as the quarterback.
So I don't know if Eastbrook taking a timeout here.
Nothing to end the third quarter. So at the end of 3 here at the Courtyard, it's Eastbrook 54. Norwell is on the board. They've scored 7 through the first 3 quarters of play. We'll take a break here from Indiana Physical Therapy and be right back.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to the Courtyard. It's 4th and 4 for the Panthers. They'll have the wind at their back here in the fourth quarter, but there's not a whole lot of wind left. It's really died down since the sun set. Beautiful sunset. It's faded now, but
just a beautiful night.
Yeah, just about perfect.
Looks like they're going to punt here, punt it away.
That is number 7.
Got Garrison Bragy's back and Eli Riley.
Saxon Malinek will punt it away. Oh, good kick. As calling for a fair catch at about the 41-yard line was Garrison Braggy. That's where the Knights will take over.
Let's see if they can get another score on the board.
Knights still with their first team offense in there. Joe Taylor, who has run approximately 4.7 miles this evening, trots out to the huddle.
He's going to be a tired young man.
Yeah, he is.
For tonight.
Well, and even though this is very comfortable weather for us, it's pretty stinking hot for a football player. They got to make sure they've got plenty of fluids in them. See, now those numbers really jump out.
Yeah, now you can really see them.
With the sunset. Oh, bad snap. But Ringer picked it up, and on the broken play, gained about 8 yards, I think.
So good heads-up play.
Yeah, we'll say he picked up 7. 2nd and 3 for the Knights. But threatening to go across midfield again. And a couple of starters back in there for Eastbrook. I noticed Wallace is back in the defensive backfield for the Panthers.
Looks like the guys up front, too, are all back in.
Yep. So I noticed Singer's back in on the left side. Oh, no, that's Bragg, excuse me, as the pass from Taylor almost caught out there on the left side. And Braggy.
Yeah, Braggy's not getting up.
Well, he went to get up and
we were just talking about cramps. Is he cramping up?
I don't know if he's cramping up or came down fun. I think he's cramping up. Yep. Yeah, because he's going to come off under his own power. He went to stand up, and I think it was his left leg just kind of buckled under him. But he appears to be okay, Matt.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on him.
The more he walks, the better he walks. But again, it's very easy to cramp up on a night like tonight. He seems to be okay. Yeah.
Third and 3. Let's pick this up here. Bryce Kelly on the carry. He's going to get it.
Oh, boy, and he really hit the line hard. Burst through for a first down for the Knights.
And Bryce runs hard, too.
He does. He always has. Is he a senior this year,
Yeah,
Matt?
he's a senior.
Bryce listed at 5'10", 205, so really put together is Bryce Kelly, is a senior.
And Bryce is playing both ways. He plays some linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Taylor hands off to Ringer again. Well, I'll tell you, Carson piling up the yards here in the second half.
No, that was Kelly again.
Oh, that was Kelly.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kelly on that game.
I thought Ringer came back in. So Bryce Kelly picking up another 7.
Gain of 7, second and 3 on the 38.
So did Kelly stay out on that play as well? Is he still
yeah,
out
he's still out there.
Okay. So Carson Ringer, who has had a bunch of carries tonight. I know he's got to be close to 40 carries. Getting a little bit of a break here in the fourth quarter.
Kelly again, right up the middle.
And another first down.
Kelly with the carry.
Another guy down. Eastbrook this time.
And is that an official's timeout?
There's a player down.
Yeah. Well, we might see quite a bit of this over the last 10 minutes, Matt. Hopefully that young man's okay and it's just a cramp or something. We'll take a quick break while they tend to him. Be right back on WellsCountyVoice.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Matt, they got him off the field pretty quickly. 1st and 10 for the Knights. 9:56 left here in the fourth quarter. They trail by 47.
Not sure who that is. That's another.
That looks like possibly Joey Martinez.
Yeah. Got it. Another positive run.
Yeah, 8-yard gain for the sophomore.
What I like about it, too, is just there's no hesitation. They're just running right up the middle.
Yep. Something they really struggled with in the first half. Joe Taylor still in there at quarterback. We're seeing some different looks, though, from the running back position, and that's Martinez again.
It'll be a first down.
Martinez with some positive yardage here. I don't care if it is against the second team for Eastbrook. Joey Martinez is doing a good job. Listed at 5'9", only 148 pounds.
Bryce Kelly back in the backfield again. So 2 nice carries by Martinez. Probably imagine we'll see Bryce get it here again.
Well, they've been very successful on this drive, running the football, and this time Kelly with just a couple of yards.
Bryce Kelly, the ball carrier.
Maybe a pickup of 2 on the play. We'll call it second.
Tackle by Bragg.
Actually, they're going to say he didn't pick up any.
No gain.
Second and 10.
So 2nd and 10 for the Knights. Norwell with some good things happening here in the second half. And we talked about that, Matt, at halftime, that if they could just come out and have a couple things go their way, maybe gain a little confidence heading into week 2. Against a very strong Eastbrook team. That pass to Eli Riley just high and off his fingertips. He had him open.
Just a little too quick there.
Yep, a little too much pace on the throw and a little bit too high. Just over 8 minutes left in this one.
3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10.
Next week, your Knights will be at Heritage, 7 o'clock start. If you can't get up to Monroeville, we hope you can join us on The Voice, as Bryce Kelly has to be close to a first down. And they're going to say he picked up about 7.
So 3rd and short, or 4th and short. Just keep pounding it right up the middle.
Yeah, I was going to say Norwell's had an awful lot of success, and that's a short 3 here in the second half running the ball. Bryce Kelly, a strong young man. As Taylor gives it to him. Kelly gets the first down and more inside the 5.
So we're going to be first and goal.
Yeah, good play call there by Coach Gerber. Eastbrook's front line just has not been able to, with those substitutions, just haven't been able to stop the Knights here in the second half. Clock's running, 7:20 left in this one. And that looks like Martinez back in the backfield, doesn't it?
I believe you're right.
Yep, Martinez gets the handoff.
Good push there. Looks like they're
in.
Touchdown.
So Joey Martinez with his first varsity points. Runs it in from 3 yards out to make it a 54-13 game. Joey Martinez, just a sophomore. This team's still very young. They only have They only have 11 seniors, Matt.
Yes.
That is not a lot of seniors. I mean, I remember years when there was over 20.
Right. And that's what they need to get it back. I mean, last year I think it was 7.
Yeah. As that kick,
no
good. It was just a little wide.
Man, it looked like it went through from here.
It did. It looked like it snuck inside the left upright, but the official right on it, and it certainly wasn't high enough to mistake for in or outside of that upright. So the Knights unsuccessful on the point after attempt, but they do get their second touchdown of the game. Trail now by 41. In minor league baseball action, the Pensacola Blue Wahoos lead 2-1 at Mississippi. There's an obtuse one for you.
I knew we'd talk more baseball before the night was
Yeah,
over.
absolutely. Josh not in the lineup tonight. He tweaked his hamstring, beating out an infield single Sunday night.
Do they do the same first half, second half champions?
They do.
And Blue Wahoos won the first half.
They
is that
did.
correct?
They did. So they're automatically in the playoffs. Now, the way they do it in the Southern League, there's only 4 teams that make the playoffs.
Okay.
And so if the same team, like in the Northern Division, the Chattanooga Lookouts are going to win both halves. And so another team from that division will be what they call a wild card because Chattanooga is going to win both. So those 2 teams and the 2 Southern League champs of both halves will play a 5-game series. And then the 2 winners of that will meet for the championship of the league in a 5-game series as well. So I kind of like that, to be honest with you. As Wallace finally brought down, boy, he stayed up a long time.
He took some good hits and still wouldn't go down.
Yeah. Wallace is starter for the Panthers.
How many games have you made this year down in Florida?
You know, I was adding that up the other day. I think I've seen 18 total. That's a total of 12 in Pensacola in April and July, and then a total of 9 in Tennessee. So I guess that's 21.
Talked to Coach McClain. He said he'd been down and watched him play a couple times.
Yeah, we saw 22 actually, because we saw one game in Biloxi. That's an interesting setup. The field right across the street from the line of casinos on the beach in Biloxi, Mississippi. And obviously the players with 5-game series have a lot of time to spend in the casino.
Yeah, that being that age, that would be fun.
Yep. 2nd and 7 after the gain by Eastbrook. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line.
Have you followed the Tin Caps any this year?
I'll tell you what, and I kind of, in talking to Mike Nutter, the president of the Tin Caps, before the season started, when we saw the roster, I remember talking about the fact that we knew they'd struggle in the first half, but also knew that as they brought up some of their young, very talented pitchers, and those 18, 19-year-olds got some experience, that they were going to be good in the second half, and that's exactly what has happened as guys like Michael Baez, the Cuban signee. He's a little old for the league, but he's just been fantastic.
The Tatis guys hit some 20-some home runs.
Yeah, he is broken and now set the record for home runs in a season for the Tin Caps with, I believe he's got 21 now.
He's a young guy, too. He's only
18 years old. He hadn't turned 19 yet. Of course, he's the son of Fernando Tatis Sr., who had a nice major league career with the Cardinals, and I think he might have been with the Mets for a while. Played for a number of different teams. Utility kind of guy. As Eastbrook,
fourth down,
stopped and for no gain. That'll bring up fourth down for the Panthers.
Like to see Norwell get that ball back and score one more time.
Yeah, just a little over 5 minutes left in this one. Knights trailing by 41.
It's kind of confidence that they need going into next week. Finish on a good note. Didn't start out the way they wanted it to. You knew this was going to be a tough game, but, if you could put 20 points on the board,
yeah,
that would make it a little more respectful.
Yeah, and I don't know how strong Heritage is this year. They've had some good teams, but they're also smaller than Norwell, so they've, that's a decent kick. That'll be let roll, and it'll be downed on the Norwell 41-yard line. So the Knights will take over from there with 4:39 on the clock.
Punt will be spotted on the 41-yard line.
But we'll talk about Heritage more as we get into next week and study them a little bit.
I just don't know what they'll have. The year before, I know they had lots of seniors, so I don't know if they'll have. Just a small school like that can't have 20 seniors year in, year out.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Now they have picked up some students from the closing of Harding.
Right.
And some other shifting around as Taylor keeps it right up the middle for about 7 yards. I call it 2nd and 3.
Somebody got rolled up into there a little bit. Who is that? Who's hopping?
Looks like, is that 18?
Is that Geiger?
That's Belden Glasgow, I think.
Oh, no.
And Glasgow is just a sophomore as well. I'll tell you what, he's going to be a good baseball player,
he
too.
He can hit the snot out of the ball.
Beautiful swing. Handoff. And is that Martinez again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he might have fumbled. Did he fumble the ball?
And I think he at least hung on until he got to the ground.
It's going to be close to a first down.
Actually, he did fumble it, and Eastbrook came up with it. In fact, Stevenson recovered it.
I thought I saw it come loose.
Yeah, you sure did. Unfortunately. Well, and it'll be interesting to see how Eastbrook plays this with 3:43 on the clock. They may slow things down a little bit here as they took over right at midfield. Well, that's unfortunate for the Knights. They kind of had something good going there on that drive. But yeah, it's been a marvelous second half for the Tin Caps. Some of those other young guys are also producing. Jorge Oña, another Cuban signee, been solid all year. Eastbrook with a handoff and a big gain.
We want him to hold him here. We don't want to give up any more points.
That's Stevenson with the first down. All the way out to the 36.
Have anybody from the, a lot of times you see it that double A, you'll see the guys jump from double A to the bigs.
Big leagues, yeah.
Has anybody this year jumped from?
A couple pitchers.
Yeah.
Ariel Hernandez went up and down a couple of times. Actually, right now he's back down in AAA, but he'll be back up again. And Luis Castillo, who was called up. I mean, he was pitching with Josh behind him just a few weeks ago, and he has been nails for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah,
got the win against the Cubs the other night. Held him to three hits, I believe.
Now what about? Sometimes they have roving hitting instructors. I don't know if it's Larkin or
Barry Larkin,
Eric Davis.
In fact, I got a picture of Barry Larkin in the dugout with Josh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and in fact, when we were there, Coach McLean and I, Barry Larkin, Eric Davis, and Milt Thompson all were working with him. And I got to tell you, Barry Larkin works as hard as anybody I've seen. I mean, he was engaged. Every minute he was out there with somebody.
How old do you think Larkin is now? Is he 60?
Oh no. He's I don't think he's as old as I am. He might be as old as you are, but he isn't as old as me.
Flags here.
He might be 50.
I can remember when I was a sophomore, junior in high school. A friend of mine, Jim Reed.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a baseball clinic at Michigan, and Michigan had Barry Larkin.
Yep.
Hal Morris.
Yep.
Abbott.
Jim Abbott.
And I think they had Sabo also.
Oh, my goodness.
That was all on the same Michigan Wolverine baseball team.
Wow. 2nd and 12 coming up here for Eastbrook after the penalty. 2:17. That is a powerhouse college baseball team.
They were.
The handoff to number 21. That's Zeke Binkard. And he actually lost another yard.
Yeah, but I'd really like to see Norwell hold these guys.
Right here.
Hold them right here and don't let them score again.
The defense is really stiffened up here after allowing that big gain by Wade Stevenson. I think it's Wade. Wyatt. Started with a W. That was close, Reese. And
there's no gain there.
Yeah, no gain. In fact, they might have even lost a yard. Good pursuit by the Knights. That'll bring up 4th down. And Eastbrook will be forced to kick it away. Well, the Knights will have a chance to score again. Doubt there's going to be any timeouts called over this last minute or so.
A minute to go here. I would imagine Eastbrook will just run another play.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're not going to kick.
They're going to be able to take it. It's going to be hard for Norwell to get another play in.
Yep. 57 seconds. 7 seconds on the play clock as Eastbrook hustles to the line. 2 seconds.
Oh,
and
they get a guy off the field.
Yep.
Too many guys out there, so that's going to move him back. They might punt now.
Flag on the play.
48.2 seconds left on the game clock. So, too many men on the field. They'll move it back. That's another 5 yards, isn't that? Oh, illegal substitution. Regardless, it's 4th and plenty.
48 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Knights to even get a playoff in it. The ball's handed off to number 11, and he's stuffed at the line. That's Justin Mance. And that'll turn the ball over to the Knights. They will get a chance to run at least one play here, maybe a couple. 43.3 seconds on the clock. If they throw it, Matt, they might get a couple plays in here.
Okay, I saw a flag out there. I didn't know what the flag was all about.
It looks like they just picked it up.
Yeah, put it in the air.
Yeah. Take a couple shots downfield.
Now we got a different quarterback, number 18. Is that Glasgow?
That is, yeah, that's Glasgow. You know, I heard that he might have a chance to step up towards the end of the year, depending on, how everything goes. Mm-hmm. But I guess he is obviously a good athlete, but a pretty good quarterback as well. He's listed at 5'11", 145, so not real big yet, but a decent frame at 5'11".
And he can throw it, too.
And he's got a good arm. I was impressed with his swing this past spring. Didn't get a lot of varsity at-bats, but a couple. And, of course, I didn't see any JV games.
He got a nice one in a sectional championship.
He did.
A walk-off base hit or walk-off double.
Yep.
I believe he might even hit a couple home runs down in JV.
Very good. His swing really looks good.
I just love those left-handed swingers.
Yep.
He's just got a good-looking stroke.
There's something about a left-handed swing. It just looks different.
I don't know what position he plays, though.
Glasgow, I think he's an outfielder. As takes the snap and hands it off to Martinez. Martinez will try to run it straight ahead and runs into a wall of Eastbrook Panthers. Might have gained a yard on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 9. as the clock down to 24 seconds now.
Maybe the last play here.
Yep.
Let's put it up in the air here. Like for you to see.
Yeah, just take a shot downfield.
Belden's arm here.
2 receivers on each side. And he's not going to put it up. Martinez is going to carry it.
That's going to end it.
And that'll do it as the clock ticks down to double zeros. The final score here at the Courtyard this evening will be Eastbrook 54, Norwell 13. We'll take a break and be back with a post-game show, including a bunch of statistics and a wrap-up here after these words from our sponsors.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Kerry Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Kerry Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Welcome back to the Courtyard. Saying hi to Ron Harnish. Ron, how you doing? We were talking about your youngest son a little while ago. Looking forward to another good season of St. Francis football. That'd be pretty good again, hadn't they? Yeah, I think the defense is going to be outstanding. Obviously, preseason #1 ranked. Deservedly so. National champions tend to get those.
Big bullseye.
That's right.
Going to North Dakota for ski.
Very good. Well, that'll be a fun trip. Ron Harnish stopping by the booth here. Always helping out with Norwell football. He has for years. I mean, he's been part of the program for so long. As Derek Decker brings us some stats, Matt, we'll go through those. Let's talk about the defense first. Leading the way for Eastbrook on the defensive side of things, Zane Kirby with 8 tackles and 4 assists. Jake Taylor also had 4 tackles and 1 assist, and then we'll also mention Wyatt Stevenson, Michael Buff, and Cole Kiesling, all with 3 tackles and a couple assists apiece. For Norwell, Garrison Brady led the way. I think he was okay, wasn't he there?
Yeah, I saw him.
Garrison led the way with 7 tackles and 2 assists. Diego Mayorga, 6 tackles. Kyle Henshin, 4 tackles and an assist, as it did Landon Geiger had that as well. And then Carson Ringer with 3 tackles as well as Zach Wingate. Your final score was Eastbrook 54, Norwell 13. Obviously, a lot of Eastbrook early, and then Norwell tacked on a couple scores late in the third quarter. Landon Geiger caught a beautiful 42-yard pass from Joe Taylor to put the Knights on the board, and Chris Bear converted the extra point kick, and then Norwell scored again with 7:08 left in the fourth quarter. That was Joey Martinez on a 3-yard run. Eastbrook ran the ball 48 times for 298 yards. Norwell 40 times for 118. Eastbrook had 74 passing yards. Norwell 59, so pretty close on that. But then on total offense, it was all Eastbrook. 52 plays for 372 yards. Norwell 51 plays for 177. Norwell punted the ball 7 times for a 24-yard average. Eastbrook just 2 for a 39-yard average. That's pretty strong. 3 turnovers in the game. Norwell lost a couple fumbles. Eastbrook lost 1. Penalties, Eastbrook tagged for 8 of them, 65 yards. Norwell 4 for 20. 7 of the 8 times they were in the red zone. Norwell 1 of 1. Individually, Justin Singer led the way in rushing for Eastbrook. I mean, they really, the ball was handled by a lot of guys tonight for Eastbrook, but he had 54 yards on 3 carries. And just, it just goes right down the line. Devon Wallace, 52 yards, Barajas, 38, Stevenson, 36, Kirby, 35, Mance, 30, Bragg, 26, Kiesling, 23. So a lot of guys really saw a lot of the football tonight. On the other hand, the football only handled by a few Norwell Knights. Carson Ringer, 20 carries for 65 yards. Bryce Kelly had a nice second half, 8 carries for 42 yards. Joey Martinez, a name I know we're going to be talking about a lot more as the season wears on, 6 carries for 29 yards. Passing, Mason Hale for Eastbrook was 2 of 3 for 46. No interceptions. Dylan Bragg, 1 of 1 for 28. Again, no interceptions. And Joe Taylor, 5 of 11 for 59 yards. No interceptions on the evening. From a receiving standpoint, Justin Singer led the way for Eastbrook with 31 yards receiving. Norwell, Landon Geiger had 3 catches for 49 yards. Eli Riley, 1 for 11. And that about wraps it up for the stats for this one, Matt. If you were to name a player of the game for Norwell, who would it be?
Boy, you know what? I really like the way that it's a toss-up between Carson Ringer and Bryce Kelly. I thought Bryce came in the second half and just didn't give up, showed a lot of heart. Yeah, a lot of heart, didn't give up, and that's something positive to build on next week. So,
both those guys deserve recognition.
I think so, yeah.
Yep, that's the way we'll leave it. The Knights losing their first game of the season, but take some positive things out of it in the second half. Matt, thanks so much for helping out. Makes my job a heck of a lot easier. And Reese, great job on the camera. Also, I thought you did a great job on social media tonight. But I'm used to that already. I mean, he's consistently good. So, in any case, we appreciate you joining us here on The Voice this evening. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, a beautiful night for a football game, even though the Knights not able to come out on the good side of it. We appreciate you joining us and hope you can join us again next week if you can't make it to Heritage. For Matt and Reese Schwartz, this is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.